Good morning. It's Wednesday, January 31st, 2024. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this morning, court dismisses suit seeking to stop representing of 2024 Rivers budget. Fire guards paint factory in Port Harcourt. Victims of Monday's Nimbi Jetty fire count losses. Federal government inaugurates committee on minimum wage in other foreign scene. Iraqi militant group suspends attacks against U.S. I'm Ifichuku Moyle with the news. A federal high court in Abuja has dismissed the suit seeking to stop Governor Siminalayi Fubara from representing the 800 billion naira 2024 budget of Rivers State. Justice Joyce Abdul Malik, in a ruling, also set aside the earlier interim order made on January 22nd, directing parties in the suit to maintain status quo pending the hearing and determination of the substantive suit. Justice Abdul Malik held that a similar suit in the matter had already been decided by a sister court on the day the interim order was granted. The judge held that the lawyer of the 6 elders who brought the matter, David Madoka, lost the opportunity to be heard when he failed to address the court on the instant suit in the face of the judgment already delivered in a similar case. The 6 elders of the state include lawmaker representing Bonny State constituency, Victor Okonjumbo, Bennett Birabi, Andrew Uchendu, O.P. Fingesi, Ankil Briggs, and Emmanuel Deima. In another development, a former member of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Charles Ayanwo, has joined in congratulating Governor Fubara on his Supreme Court victory. Addressing journalists in Port Harcourt, Mr. Ayanwo, who is also the APC candidate for a Chin State Constituency 2 in the 2023 election, described the Apex Court verdict as divine. He said Governor Fubara deserves the necessary support to deliver the dividend of democracy to Rivers people. He also said that the governor is a wise and peace-driven leader whose commitment is to the welfare of all citizens, not just a privileged few.
Now that the litigations are over, I want to urge all sons and daughters of Rivers State to please join hands with our amiable governor, Governor Sim Fubara, so that he may be able to move the state ahead, because I don't have any doubt that the governor will perform. I also want to use this medium to thank our governor for appointing our son, Right Honorable Edison Eye, as his chief of staff.
In the same vein, the former CTC chairman of Ogubolo local government area, Isaac Berebupakabo Sekibo, has congratulated Governor Fubara on a Supreme Court's victory. In a statement, Mr. Berebupakabo Sekibo, who was also the former liaison officer of the governor in Ogubolo, said the Supreme Court's decision lays to rest the tussle over the governorship of Rivers State and removes all obstacles from the path of our governor. He urged the governor to make concrete moves towards inclusive governance, adding that he looks forward to seeing the state governor deliver the dividends of democracy to Rivers people. He also pledged his support to the current administration to deliver prosperity and progress to Rivers people. Moving on, Governor Fubara has sympathized with those affected by Monday's fire at the Nimbi Jetty in Port Harcourt. While visiting the scene on Tuesday, the governor, represented by the secretary to the state government, Tammy Danagogo, also advised the people to always maintain precautionary measures.
I want you to know that the governor is aware of what has happened and he seriously sympathizes with all of you. We are still trying to assess and know the nature and extent of damage here. And as soon as we get a report on it, will be made to the governor so that he will know exactly what to do to help the affected people, what to do to stop this kind of thing happening again. And that's why all of you need to be careful, particularly people handling combustible items.
Responding, Chairman of the Maritime Workers Union Commercial Israel Waribo Pepel urged the state government to build a fire service station at the jetty.
When I got down here, all effort to get in touch with the fire service to come and save the situation was really abortive, because the fire service now reminded us that 2 years ago they came here and came late and they were chased away. Some of them were beaten. Based on that, they did not come to rescue us that yesterday. 2 years ago, when similar incident occurred, we met with the commissioner by then and we pleaded with him that as big as this place, it will be proper for us to have at least a fire service station here. They promised us, but up to this moment, that thing did not come.
Earlier, the Commissioner for Transport, Jacob Simbina, said he would recommend to the governor the establishment of a mini fire service station.
That is part of the recommendation we are going to recommend to His Excellency the Governor of Rivers State to see how we can do a new fire service office equipped and staffed, because everybody will be alert. Ministry of Special Duties in charge of fire service, let them go on serious investigation to ensure that all boats will have fire extinguisher in their boats.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Special Duties, also visited the scene. Now, some boat drivers told our correspondent that many are still missing. 3 people have died and 2 others have been hospitalized following the jetty fire. They said it affected 4 market passenger boats carrying about 200 people. The newly commissioned jetty and goods loaded for neighboring communities in River State and Brass in Bayelsa State were also destroyed. The fire was put out through the effort of residents who accused the fire service of failing to answer distress calls.
Now market boats carry more than 200 persons and goods, house properties, many things to different locations. Now 4 boats now in Bonnie. 1 boat carry 200 persons, about 200 persons.
Now 3 people come out, small children 3. For water we born, and 3 people die. They don't go bury them. 3 small children. 2 people fire born and then 3 die. Yeah, they call for the River State government to come help us, because most of us don't lose properties here, and most of us they take these things on credit. Beg the River State government to come to our aid, whichever way they fit, to come assist us.
Another resident who spoke to our correspondent anonymously accused men of armed forces of aiding the activities of illegal refiners at the jetty.
The cause of the fire is, I would say, it's part of the Navy and the policemen here. How is it the cause of them? They do accommodate the illegal business that is happening here. The illegal business is the illegal fire, kerosene and the rest of it. They do collect money from them to sell those things out to the public. And it's one of the things that caused the fire here.
An eyewitness had earlier said the boat where the fire started was loaded with illegally refined petroleum product, popularly known as fire. Meanwhile, there was another fire outbreak at a paint factory near the YKC roundabout in Port Harcourt on Tuesday. A staff member of the factory told our correspondent that the fire started after a spark from a hand machine used in mixing oil paint. Eyewitnesses said no life was lost, but the factory was destroyed.
I'm at the office and I had an explosion. Boom, next thing, thick smoke out. Yeah, didn't go close to know exactly what the thing is for.
The place is very right. I think the manager is even trying, but fire service have barricaded everybody from getting closer again. There's a nearby building. He just crossed over to the building, just got some glasses of the building before the firefighters were able to put it on board. The main place is gone, and there are still cylinders, and the firemen are still there now. But the good news is that there is a school beside that place, and just before the fire started, the school, I think it has dismissed.
About 4 fire trucks arrived at the scene to put out the fire. Still to come, federal government inaugurates committee on minimum wage. Stay with us.
The grassroots mobilizers for SEAM, Aboga of River State.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. Leaders of various communities in Andoni local government area, Rivers State, are thanking the chairman of council, Erastus Awater, and the NDDC for the relief items donated to flood victims in the area. They spoke after receiving the items from the Andoni Flood Management Committee at the council headquarters. Some of the leaders, including the chairman of the Conference of Community Development Committee in Andoni local government area, Clement, and Asarama CDC chairman, Mark Animisak, agreed to ensure the items reach the beneficiaries.
Well, it has been our hope in making things right. Most, I will let you understand that even the chairman of the council, Chief Barrister Erastus Awato, has directed all the CDC chairmen to make sure this palliative get to the needies, not those that has it. And in my community, that is what I will do. I am going to take it to the needies, and that is the purpose of this.
It's good now, because if politics started at the grassroots now, it will start from the grassroots before graduating to the high side of it. That is why. And maybe the chairman feel that is good, and the chairman is from this area.
Earlier, the chairman of Andoni Flood Management Committee, Amir Simeon, tasked the community leaders with ensuring that no one was shortchanged.
The sharing formula is a perfect one, and the reception from our community members is also perfect. My charge to them is to ensure that everyone in the community is a partaker of this palliative. The items we gave out are as follows. We have mattresses, indomie, rice, beans, rain boots, plates, tissue, ground oil, fumigation materials, and even canoe. We distributed canoe and some branding machines.
Our correspondent reports that items distributed include noodles and other food items, mosquito nets, mattresses, and toiletries, among other items. Away from that, some members of Mbuchi community in Rupoko clan, Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State, say they have suspended their community chief, Clifford Eyinda. This is contained in a statement signed by the Mbuchi community chairman, Eyinda Stanley Ikeguru, the community secretary general, Collins Wayawo, the youth president of the community, Samuel Nlerum, and 4 former chairmen of the community, Innocent Woke, Felix Hanotu, Samuel Olo, and Azonda Aaron. Others are Festus Hanotu, Samuel Aaron, and Abraham Amadi, including 2 opinion leaders, Chukwuma Amadi and Kingsley Woke. The statement said the resolution was made in their General Congress meeting held on December 3, 2023. It said it followed a stern warning and his alleged continuous abuse of court order, violation of the Mbuchi Constitution, ineffective representation, and other acts they said are capable of causing division and breach of peace in the community. The statement appealed for all correspondence, rights, and benefits to be directed to Mr. Stanley Ikeguru. The accused chief is yet to respond to this. In other news, the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC, Joe Ajero, says more governors of the 37-member tripartite committee on minimum wage are guilty of not complying with a proposed base pay structure. We will bring you details of this on the business news at 7.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
An Iraqi militant group suspected of launching a drone strike in Jordan that killed 3 U.S. troops says it has suspended operations against the U.S. That's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Court has dismissed suit seeking to stop representing of 2024 Rivers budget. Fire has gutted a paint factory in Port Harcourt. In other foreign scene, the Iraqi militant group has suspended attacks against U.S. The news was edited by Chioma Ezewafa. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechuku Moyali. Many thanks for listening.
And your talk station.